My food is made with love. I'm Molly Rupert, and today we're going to be making a lentil soup. My kids love it, and there's so many vegetables and good nutrients, and it's hearty and healthy, and the kids love it. So I like making it whenever they said they want to make it. I was going to make it tomorrow, and my kids said they wanted it today, so we're making it today. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. Okay, so here are the veggies that we're going to be using. We have 10 cherry tomatoes, we have 6 cloves of garlic, a half of a white onion, my calabaceous squash, 4 carrots, 1 large golden potato, 4 stalks of celery, about 6 ounces of spinach. I have a pound of lentils, and for the seasonings we're going to have, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, about a teaspoon of dry basil, a teaspoon of dry oregano, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon and a half of salt, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we have, I'm also going to show you how I'm going to chop them up. I'm just going to put most of this stuff inside of the food processor because that saves time. So I'll let you see how it looks when it's done. Okay, so these are the carrots, the celery, and the squash. And I ran this all through the food processor so you can see about the size that you can chop it. I mean, it's almost impossible to chop a carrot by hand this small, so that's why I go through the food processor. Here is the spinach, again through the food processor, and onions and garlic, and I peeled and diced the golden potato, and chopped by hand the tomatoes. But if you don't have a food processor, try to get those veggies chopped as small as you can. And then the spinach, I also use a roll and slice technique. So I roll it up and slice as thin as I can, and then run through with my chef's knife a couple of times until I can get it, down to a smaller size. All right, let's get cooking. I'm gonna get my big pot out and ready to boil all this stuff down. All right, so I have rinsed and sorted my lentils, and I'm going to add 8 cups of water, and my onions and garlic, since I put in the food processor, there's a couple of large pieces in here. Don't fret, just move them out. Okay, and I'm going to put my heat on medium and bring it to a boil. So while that's going on, okay, I'm gonna bring that to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, that's when I'm gonna start adding in my seasonings and my other veggies. It takes about maybe like 5-10 minutes for it to come to a boil. So we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Alrighty, so it's boiling and it smells wonderful already, but we're gonna go ahead and add everything except for the tomatoes. The tomatoes we're gonna add in about the last 30 minutes or so of it cooking. So let's go ahead and add in the celery and the carrots and squash. It's a lot. Lots and lots of veggies. And add in the spinach. And the potatoes. I'm just going to mix it all up right now. And actually, I might even add a little more water because usually I boil it with the top down, but I kept the top off while it was boiling, so I might add, I don't know, 2 more cups of water, 2 or 3 more cups. But before then, I'm just going to go ahead and add in our seasoning. So this is my seasoning mix, and in my seasoning mix I have a teaspoon and a half of salt, a teaspoon and a half of cracked pepper. I have a teaspoon of dried oregano and a teaspoon of dried basil, and that's it in there. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, which is a lot of the flavor. It brings a unique flavor to the soup, which I like a lot. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And like I said, I'm going to add a couple of more cups of water, and then you're going to boil it with the top tilted, and cook it for like 30 minutes with the top tilted, so that you're not losing too much liquid and that it's not boiling over. And then once that 30 minutes is over, you're going to add the tomatoes and cook it for like another 20 to 30 minutes or so until everything comes together for you. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for 30 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 30 minutes. Ooh, it smells so good. Look at that, all those veggies and everything's cooking together. So I'm going to add the tomatoes now. Just throw those in there. Mix them up, and then I'm going to cook it for another 20, 25, 30 minutes or so. And that's all that's to it. I will show you how it looks when it's done, although it's going to look pretty much the same, but the tomatoes will be cut down. But I will show you how it looks when it's done. And I did add the extra 2 cups of water, and see, it has a lot more juice to it now, more soupiness. So I did add the other 2 cups of water. So I used a total of 10 cups. But again, I only did that because in the beginning I had brought my lentils to a boil uncovered. Doesn't matter. You choose how you want to live your life. And I'm going to go ahead and cover it up again. I said tilt it, but I don't have to tilt mine. I guess I don't have to tilt it because of the way this is made. But if you don't have a special one, just tilt it a little bit like that. Okay. And I'm going to cook this for like another 25 minutes, like I said, and it'll be all done. I'll let you see how it looks when it's done. And here's the finished product, the vegan lentil soup. Like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the recipe in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.